and everything. And I tried Googling around to see if other people tried doing what I was trying to do, like street panoramas. And I saw one or two, but I felt like all the other ones I saw were just street panoramas, like architecture style. There were no people, no cars moving around. It was just a street corner, with a bunch of buildings, which I had shots of. Like I had, just a street corner, but there were always cars. I couldn't find a good angle because it's so small of a street where I couldn't get people.
There's always traffic. So.
Oh, it was traffic. There was tons of people in there, Christmas stuff and everything. So I tried to do it, but I ended up just trying to go for like capturing where I was. Like this is the start, then I walk down the street, and this is looking back up. So
how do you feel? If you had to pick one as your favorite shot?
Well, that goes back to what I was saying before, like to two different styles.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. I personally like this one, just because all the photos I looked at from Reese Gilden shots, it shows people like lost in thought, kind of walking down the street. And so I felt like this guy, I think he'd seen me raise, and that's why he has that like pissed off look on his face. Like right before I took it, I couldn't completely get him right as he was just walking. But his eyes kind of tell like that he's kind of focused on where he's going instead of like, who the hell is this guy taking this picture?
What did he say to you after you took a shot?
No. Most of the time it's people like they turn around, they go like, "Hey," and I'm turning around like, "What?" So oh yeah, it's legal.
What is he wearing on it? It looks like a beehive. Kind of, doesn't it?
I'm not sure. It was kind of cool though, because everyone was shopping. So if you notice their hands, all like these three especially. I mean, not these two, obviously not, but these three. I noticed the connection that they're all holding bags, which I thought was cool. I captured three subjects from doing all the same thing.
And what would you say is your favorite with the other
style? I'm gonna have to go with Andrew's friend. Just because I have some other shots like this of different subjects, guys, girls, just in that pose from this distance with this depth of field in the background, and I just love that.
Probably maybe a place.
How about you guys?
That's my favorite.
Yeah, mine too.
Mine is the one on the right, top right.
Top right, this girl?
Yeah.
What, because of her expression?
I just like the composition.
I like that one.
I like the composition. Like,
it's very
and the depth of field on that.
Oh, yeah.
As much as I would like to give my vote to Andrew's girl, it's just got the other person, it's got the other person.
That's what I would find this.
And that one, like the bokeh, everything's nice, composed nice.
Yeah.
Why didn't you decide to shoot all people? And where is this? Where is this? Georgetown?
Georgetown M Street.
Okay.
This is Wisconsin.
Why'd you do it in black and white?
I was debating that. I mentioned to her when I first was talking about it that I kind of wanted to do color, but then I felt like black and white. A lot of my shots that I've done as candid street shots, like just as my hobby, are all black and white. So I feel like it kind of, like this shot really popped in color. Like her hat was white, the little bird was blue and everything, and then like the color of the lights, the traffic lights and everything back here were beautiful. But I felt like I either wanted to do all or color, all black and white or color.
Which I agree.
Yeah, because you can't mix that. This one would be popping off the page, and then these two would just be kind of dull compared to it.
Because this is like your territory, you go here all the time. You ever see these people twice? Like
I've seen
like the same people
I've
on your
seen
turf.
the most people I see. Like I've actually gotten to know a couple of the homeless people down there, because a friend of mine and I have taken portraits of them, and so they're always down there. And they always say like, "Hey."
Are you worried about finding any of the people you flash though? Like,
I mean, to be honest, some of the people don't mind at all. Like one guy I took a portrait of. He started talking to me about it. He was like, "Oh, what do you work?"
It's kind of like you're in the paparazzi or something,
Oh, I get that. That's the biggest comment.
do you really get that?
Is because I'm standing there with the 7200, and people are like, "Oh, who's here?" And I'm like,
That's because it's Georgetown.
Oh yeah, it's Georgetown. And so there was this other photographer. He and I were both standing there. And, I didn't know the guy. He's shot an icon and everything. We're standing there talking, comparing, and everything. People come up to us, like 3 people walk by, and they're like, "Who are you waiting for? Who's your target?" We're just like, don't worry about it.
Strobe them. Just be like,
But anyway.
That's when you just nail them in the face.
Autofocus.
No, and that's the other thing too. Like going back to what I was saying, with holding that strobe at 5D, standing there, I was scared. I was more scared than I was the last time, because last time it was darker, like at night. So I was just wandering by, whereas here was, evening, mid-afternoon. So people could see me coming with holding the camera and everything.
Yeah.
And they could
Very
see me raise, they could see me stand there and shoot. And I was afraid that someone would
Seriously, I think the guy in the bottom is the one I'd be afraid of.
Yeah.
Like,
This guy?
it looks like he's reaching into his jacket to get a gun and shoot you.
He does.
He's a pretty nice guy.
It's
He's
actually
like,
holding
"What?"
up his shopping bag.
Yeah, come on, Tom.
Can we see
We
your
can- I can bring 'em up.
PowerPoint, just out of curiosity?
I actually didn't do it.
Sure.
Oh,
Because I was focusing on this.
oh, okay,
I
that's
got that
fine.
mixed up.
That's okay, don't worry about it then.
Oh, we had to have a PowerPoint?
You had to have a PowerPoint format?
Fine, whatever format.
I have all the PSDs and everything.
Okay, that's fine. You're welcome. Okay,